headed to Derby.
You gotta announce yours right now.
Yeah.
Right, so you gotta get up close to the mic.
I don't know some
Oh yeah, I put this one down really. Let me fix it.
Here, come closer.
You got it.
Yeah, she's got gums, and she's gotta speak really close to the microphone.
I don't know some of these names.
All right.
Blazing
got
Grace, Cherry Bomb, Rainbow Bite.
I know.
I can
I'm
for
gonna-
now.
This actually, it makes it harder.
How do you say this?
Fun.
How do you say this?
Um, 1-7 Rainbow Bite, 2-2 PB Smackdown, 2-2-2 Tragedy Ann, 2-3-1-9 Boo, 4-3 Tuxedosaurus Rex, 6-6-6 Tinker Hell, 7 Poison Dart.
You ready?
I guess.
And we're just about getting ready to start some roller derby. This is the Philly Roller Derby All-Stars taking on Black and Bluegrass.
You got it where you like it? All right.
We are getting our officials and everybody set up. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, Henry? I forgot to get a list of officials for this one. Uh-oh.
Oh, that can happen.
That can maybe happen. Maybe.
Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Yeah.
Everybody who you are, and I'll go get a list of officials.
That would be perfect. So I'm Easy Jamshidi. I'm one of the Philly Roller Derby parents. And we've got Henry, who is running over to get the list of officials and NSO so that we can say thank you to all of the wonderful people who came here today to see this awesome derby bout. So we're going to get started just coming up. The officials are just sort of making their last minute checks, making sure that everything is in order. And we're going to take a bit of a time to say who's here to see the Black and Bluegrass. Let's give a shout out to Black and Bluegrass coming to us here in the city of brotherly love. And who's here to cheer on the Philly Roller Derby home team? Oh, that's very exciting. We're getting started out here. Can I grab?
Easy, you have found your calling.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so we have, let's see. We have, get started here. We have on the jammer line, number 1014, No Gus, No Glory for Philly. Oh, No Gus, No Glory always has a fan club. And who do we have on the jammer line for Black and Bluegrass? Can we see? Let's see. Number 8. We will figure it out once they get started here. So we have 4 blockers from each team starting out. And the goal of roller derby is for our jammer to get through. And there we have No Gus, No Glory getting through as lead jammer. As lead jammer, he will have the ability to run this jam if he wants to keep it going, or he can call it off if he's done scoring his points. But No Gus, No Glory looks like he is going to take the inside line and take his 4 points. We see the Philly blockers out there. Number 26, Bad Blood. Number 180, Eye Roll. Number 44, Flomo. Really giving a hard time to that jammer, number 43.
4-3 on here is Tuxedosaurus Rex.
Ooh, Tuxedosaurus Rex. I love that.
Great name.
What a great name.
And he is really working hard to push through this solid wall of blue. Oh, for a pass, a successful star pass, too. 1-2-3, Blazing Grace.
So for those of you who are new to roller derby, the only other person on the track that can become the jammer is the pivot. That's the person who's wearing the stripe on their head. They can accept the jammer star from the jammer and take the role of the jammer. So now we have no more pivot for Black and Bluegrass, as the pivot has now assumed the role of the jammer. Our Philly roller derbies, there's 26 number Bad Blood, taking back the Black and Bluegrass jammer, who is being caught here by that strong wall. And No Gus, No Glory tried to take a hop on the inside.
And we're denied
was denied by number 020, who got a penalty for that pipsqueak, but I think probably would agree it might have been worth it. Probably worth it. No Gus, No Glory is back through for another 4 points. He's on 29 points for his scoring pass.
We got some rep help over here lightening the load. 1, 2, 3 is still pushing.
And No Gus, No Glory decides to call off that jam for a 32-point jam, but Black and Bluegrass scored
4 points.
4 points on that jam, with our opening jam being 36-4. So let's see who we got out there now, Henry. I know they're so small and compact. That looks like that is Steampunk, number 6'9" for the Philly Roller Derby Juniors.
As soon as I can see this, I'll let you up.
Exactly. Oh, Steampunk, nice dancing on the inside line to get out as their lead jammer. Oh, Peanut Butter Smackdown, Henry. I know. Yeah, we gotta be careful with nut allergies around Peanut Butter Smackdown, huh? Oh, beautiful spin move there by 6'9" Steampunk.
Oh, there's been another pass. So now we have our pivot has the cap in hand.
Nice offense there by,
Not seeing the number yet. We'll get to know these players better as we go on.
as we go on, that is for sure.
Let me know if you can see some numbers.
All right.
So our jammer, 6'9" Steampunk for Philly Roller Derby, just committed a back block penalty, so she is gonna sit in the penalty box to consider what she's done for 30 seconds. And we have a power jam then for the Black and Bluegrass. Let's see what they can,
5. Nope, that can't be right. We don't have a 5, so I'm reading that wrong.
oh, I think that might be 1-5, yeah.
1-5 is Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb trying really hard to get through that wall of,
Insanity and is that Flomo over there?
that's Plushie in there. That's Plushie in there, really locking down that jammer.
Tightly packed.
Boy, that 30 seconds went really fast. Steampunk has already come out of the penalty box and is scoring more points.
Looks like Blazing Grace could use a little help. Wonder if
Yeah.
There's gonna be some offense happening here soon. Nope, there.
Steampunk tried to take that inside line using some offense by number 101 TIE Fighter, but she was unable to get it. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is not 101 TIE Fighter anymore, is it? It is 101 Rogers.
Roger.
That was some excellent derby on that jam. We have 20 points scored for the Philly Roller Derby Juniors, 0 points scored for Black and Bluegrass. Okay, we got dancing on the line. Mayday. Mayday always loves to give us some dancing on the line.
She sure does.
It's very nice. She's gonna dance right up the line too. Let's see who she's going up against here.
I see our pivot is 7, but I'm not seeing our jammer yet. It is Boo.
And
Our
there,
jammer.
Mayday number 11. She just danced up that inside line as promised. Is our lead jammer. Oh, nice hit out by number 666 on the Black and Bluegrass. Taking Mayday to the outside. She's got to come back in. But she is through that pack.
I think we have a track cut here for Boo. So she's going to take a little break and we'll have a power jam for Mayday.
So our Black and Bluegrass jammer is sitting in the penalty box for 30 seconds. See some nice offense there by number 26, Bad Blood, but Mayday also committed a penalty, so we're gonna have a jammer swap. So again, for those who are new to roller derby, what happens in the situation? We can't play roller derby without a jammer now, can we, Henry?
Nope.
We cannot, so,
You know what we do, Evo?
oh,
So they have to sit for as long as the first jammer does, and then they switch.
That's right. So if the first jammer sits for 15 seconds and the second jammer comes in, the first jammer will be released and the second jammer will serve that exact same time of 15 seconds or whatever it happens to be.
and if you can believe, we just had a jammer swap. So we had the Black and Bluegrass jammer come out of the penalty box, but then unfortunately go back in. So Mayday is back on a power jam.
And no one is lead, which means we'll go the full 2 minutes. And
That's right. So
Father Time will call this jam for us.
that's right. We have to go full 2 minutes for this one. But our jammer from Black and Bluegrass is back in. She's taken off the helmet cover. She's probably looking for a pass to number 7, her pivot. And that jam came to a natural close at 2 minutes with Mayday scoring 20 points and Black and Bluegrass scoring 0. Eva, what is that score on that? Young eyes, can you read that?
We have Philly 76 and Black and Bluegrass number 4.
Thank you, Evil. Evil, who do you see on the line next?
This is Tuxedo Rex. Oh, I'm sorry, Tuxedo Saurus Rex.
And for Philly, we have Lady Gotcha.
Oh, I don't think that's Lady Gotcha.
That's
Soul Crusher. Yeah, that's Soul Crusher who made lead jammer there. Made quick work of her defending blockers. So we've got a strong wall out there of, looks like, TIE Fighter, Eye Roll, and Plushie, preventing that Black and Bluegrass jammer. Oh, and there's Smashopia taking a nice hit on the outside to prevent Tuxedo from getting through.
There's a lot of strength behind this pushing. He is really pushing hard.
And Soul Crusher's coming back around for another scoring pass. Just gonna try to take the inside. Takes a spill.
Oh, we're getting a backlock penalty for our jammer in blue.
Yep.
So they will go and sit down for a little while.
So they need to go and sit and think about what they did. We are not allowed to hit our opponents in the middle of their backs. That's called a back block.
Another jammer swap. 1-5 is our new jammer, Cherry Bomb, and then got a cat pass and then to the box.
Oh, see, and just so in case you were wondering, blockers can also get back block penalties. That was a back block penalty called on number 37 Plushie from Philly, giving our Black and Bluegrass jammer just 3 people to go against instead of 4.
The back block penalty makes me think because Derby, as rough as it looks, is a very safe sport. We have
Correct.
a lot of rules to help keep the youth and adults who play safe.
Correct. There's a lot of places that we are not allowed to hit our opponents, and maybe Evil can tell us. Evil, are we allowed to hit our opponents in their heads?
Nope.
That's a good thing. Evil, where else are we allowed to hit our opponents? Are we not allowed?
In the center of their back, you can only really hit like their sides.
That's correct, Evil. Evil is one of our young skaters. Evil, also, can we hit people in the bottom of their legs?
Nope.
No, we cannot. Do you know what that penalty is called?
Low block.
That's a low block. And what about if you hit them in their head?
High block.
Oh, look at how good that is. Pretty self-explanatory, low block, high block. And who do we got out there now? We got Soul Crusher's in the box, so she remains the jammer for Philly for this jam. And we have Peanut Butter Smackdown out jamming for Black and Bluegrass. So we have Pacifist taking the jammer back there. So we have another penalty called on Philly. That's a direction call. So we play roller derby in the counterclockwise direction, also known as the derby direction. So whenever you're going to say your directions again, now you'll say the derby direction. And so we're not allowed to play roller derby in the opposite direction. So if we hit somebody in the clockwise direction, that is called a direction of play hit, which might be what 26 Bad Blood got, because
It sure is.
it sure was. He gets those frequently.
I saw Shebra calling that, or maybe it was Rec.
And we have 22 Peanut Butter Smackdown through.
Soul Crusher is Philly's lead jammer.
Soul Crusher working hard against that wall of
Yeah,
number 666 Tinker.
Tinker Hell and 1, 2, 3. Blazing Grace, who we saw on the jammer line, is now blocking her heart out.
So you saw some nice bridging there That's to keep the pack with everybody within 20 feet of one another. So you saw those black and bluegrass skaters bridging out to the front. And now they're going to go see if they can block up there, but they are over 20 feet from the front of the pack, so they are not allowed to block.
Poison Dart trying some offense to help out his jammer, but ended up with a penalty. Again, a back block. We talked about that being a safety issue.
And at the end of that jam, Evil, what do we got? How many points did Soul score?
Soul has scored 8 points, leading the Philly to 102 for a score, and Black and Bluegrass as an 8 score.
But they scored 4 points on that jam.
Yep.
That was an excellent effort by the Black and Bluegrass jammer for that particular jam. And we're going now into jam number 6.
Tuxedosaurus Rex on the line for Black and Bluegrass.
Stay in Your Laney has just got Leo Jammer on the Philly team.
Stay in Your Laney's coming around for her scoring pass. She's able to go through for 4 points. She gets all 4 points, even though there's not 4 blockers on the track, because as soon as she passes one of her opposing blockers, she also gets the point of the blocker in the penalty box. So that may be a little confusing because we score points in Derby by passing our blockers, but we get the point of anyone in the penalty box as long as we pass at least one of our opponents.
Tuxedosaurus Rex getting recycled again, and looks like he might be looking for his pivot. Gave him a little offense, but is not getting the pin. It's not called a panty. What's it called?
So
Helmet cover again.
some nice blocking there by number 7, who also takes out the offense. But unfortunately, after accepting the star, so let's go over what just happened there, Henry.
That was not a legal panty pass.
That is right.
I mean, a helmet cover pass. Old words. Sorry, old words.
Yes, old words. Evil, what do you have to do to pass the star?
You have to be able to not, you can't throw it.
That's right.
You have to easily just be able to hand it to the pivot.
And can you be lying down on the ground when you hand off that helmet cover?
No.
No, you cannot. You have to be upright and in bounds to hand off that helmet cover. So we are starting jam number 7. Who's out there, Evil?
For Philly, we have No Gus, No Glory. And for Black and Bluegrass, we have Bill.
That's right. That was a beautiful spin move on the outside by No Gus, No Glory to get lead jammer. Our Black and Bluegrass,
White wall of blockers is not afraid to get in front of Gus.
which is excellent.
A little trouble to get through.
So we have Blue 00 Matzo Ball called off on a back block call. We have the Philly wall bringing back the Black and Bluegrass jammer Boo.
Pacifist.
Oh, nice hit by number 7 there to take Gus out.
Insanity are keeping Boo at bay.
And Insanity will draw Boo back. How far can she draw her back?
20 feet.
That's right, 20 feet, that's our mark. We have those nice marks on the floors. You can see those orange marks, those are 10-foot marks. So if you want to watch and check to make sure that our skaters are doing things correctly, you can also watch those marks on the floor.
I know, Susan and Evil, good job on the 20 feet. I'm not sure I knew that.
You got these rules down.
Our future star.
You'll be a Brawl star next year?
Fingers crossed.
We're having you guys announced today. I know.
All right, Evil, who do we got out on the jammer line now?
We have 1-1 Mayday. And for Black and Bluegrass, we have PB Smackdown.
What do you think PB stands for, Evil?
Peanut butter.
Oh my gosh, peanut butter. As we've talked about, don't have a nut allergy and come out on the track right now.
Roller derby no-no
And-
here at Philly.
Yep.
We have a no nuts rule.
That's true. Although they let us in.
You gotta take this act on the road.
We have a pass to, I believe it's one by Cherry Bomb, but I'm gonna, yes it is. Cherry Bomb now has the helmet covered for white.
Yes. Mayday's coming through, doing one of her signature inside, outside, inside, outside. She is so good at that juking to score another 4 points. Evil, how many points did Mayday get on that one?
Mayday has gotten 12 points.
Excellent. And what does that bring our score to?
146.
And Black and Bluegrass has?
8.
Excellent. Okay.
This might change. Tuxedo Stars Rex is up to the line again.
And we
He
have,
scored a couple points before. Can he do it again?
who knows, fingers crossed.
Oh, and now we have an official review or timeout? No, we haven't. We have a timeout taken by.
Let's use that as a time to talk about our skating officials.
Let's do
Yay.
that.
You know what they all mean?
What? No.
This is a crew head.
Roller derby is a fully volunteer sport, so we are so appreciative of all of the non-skating and skating officials who help us out here. As you can see, there are only 10 players on the track, but there are 7 referees.
Just those names.
And those skating officials are
Jams, Boo, Boom,
Sheba,
Shebra,
Rep,
Wreck, Malsref, Smash Ketchum, Swiss Mischief.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much to our skating officials. Can we get everyone give a big round of applause to our skating officials? NSOs, we will have to give you your shout out at the next time. The next time that our timer John comes out to do his calisthenics.
with a big smile.
With a big smile always. So we have a full complement of blockers out this time. Nobody in the penalty box. I can't even see who's jamming. Eva, what do you think?
For Philly, we have number 16, Daniel Laney. And for Black and Bluegrass, we have
Tuxedo Saurus Rex, who has taken off.
Ooh, nice hit by 666 Tinkerhell, taking Stanier Laney out to.
If he passes it, it will be to, I believe that's Boo.
Very nice offense there by number 101 Rogers to allow Laney to get through.
Braces our pivot.
He's going to do it again, it looks like. Nope. Laney is battling against that wall.
With a little help from Rogers. Doing some nice offense, breaking that pack up a little bit.
Oh, that was a very nice helm.
Blazing Grace is off in a blaze.
All right, so let's go over what happened there. So Ty was up within the 20 feet, and he got out Blazing Grace. Or actually, yeah, Blazing Grace. However, he got a penalty. So when you get a penalty, you do not need to go back in behind that blocker. That jammer knew the sport of roller derby and knew that she could go right back in because Ty was called out on a penalty. So we have Blazing Grace coming around. Ty is already out, and he is going to just start blocking as soon as he gets right back in.
Ty waits for nothing.
Waits for nothing. Drawing our jammer Blazing Grace back. And Stanier Laney is still battling that really tough
Nice
wall.
edge work there. Blazing Grace managed to get by all the blockers, and then Ty was right back there on her.
That was an excellent job by Blazing Grace. And what is our score, Evil, at the end of this jam?
For Philly, we have 154. And for Black and Bluegrass, we have 16.
Just like to point out that
Blazing Grace
got 8 points on that jam.
So did Stay in Your Lady.
That's right.
Who's now back as a blocker. jam after jam.
And we got Steampunk out there. Oh, nice again. Nice hit by Tinkerhell to the inside, taking Steampunk out,
Cherry
which
Bomb
makes...
is out,
So,
right behind Steampunk.
so Steampunk got lead jammer... Oh, nope. Steampunk did not get lead jammer status. Cherry Bomb got lead jammer. This is the first time that Black and Bluegrass has gotten lead jammer status in this game.
I'm so glad you said that, because that's what I thought at first, and then the scoreboard said something different, but it corrected itself.
It
was so
corrected
good.
itself.
Scoreboard operator.
I'm so
Our
confused on
jammer,
that.
Cherry Bomb, is now going to take a little break in the box. Didn't see what happened.
And that's allowing Steampunk through on a power jam. Oh, and her blockers were set up ready to help her out, but she just pushed right through that pack. Let's see what happens this next time.
Should we say Steampunk has a lot of steam?
Oh, I do think so. Steampunk has a lot of steam. That's a good one.
Should we go there?
I think we should go there.
Definitely.
Cherry Bomb. Yes, Cherry Bomb is back out.
So Cherry Bomb's going to contend with that Philly roller derby back wall.
Cherry Bomb is really working that Philly wall.
I agree, Evil.
She's through. for
And she is
4
through. Look at
points.
that work that she
Yeah.
did. She got through for 4 points. Steampunk is really battling those blockers up there at the front, but she is through. Who do we got out there blocking for the Black and Bluegrass, Evil? I see 666 Tinkerhell. Ooh. Nice hop on the inside, right over number 17.
We had Pipsqueak
And Rainbow Bite.
and Rainbow Bite.
Oh, some excellent blocking by the Black and Bluegrass blockers. Oh, we have a new jammer out. Evil, who is it?
Smashopia.
Smashopia.
Philia.
Smashiopia.
We're gonna say that name correctly.
Smashiopia is a play on words from Cassiopeia, which is a supernova, and that player's name is Nova.
Which is an excellent, these roller derby players come up with the best names.
And we have another great name on the jammer line, which is Tuxedosaurus Rex. Love that name. I'm a big dinosaur fan.
I do agree. Smash is already scoring. We're sitting here talking about names, not paying attention that Smash is just racking up the points. She has gotten 8 points so far in this jam. But Tuxedo,
Rex is through on his initial pass. He's hustling over there, gonna try to get through the Philly wall again. We've got Matzo Brawl and Insanity. Who else is there? Oh, Steampunk is out again.
oh, nice inside line there for Smashiopia, just on one skate.
Announce that Flomo's coming back in.
Flomo is coming back into the pack.
After sitting in the penalty box. Smashiopia is out
And
through
Rainbow
again.
White Wrap on the track. They're gonna put in some resistance for Smashiopia.
So I did not notice, Henry, but it looks like we are on a power jam situation for Smashiopia out there.
We were. I was looking for the jammer.
I
and
know.
they're standing.
Jammer standing in the penalty box. So how long do you serve in the penalty box there, Evil?
30 seconds unless you have a double. If you have a double, it is 60 seconds or a minute.
That is correct. And what would get you a double penalty?
Ooh.
Oh, see, Evil's never gotten one, so she doesn't know. Because Evil would never commit misconduct, which could be a reason for you to get 2 penalties.
Say like you did back block, and then if you came into the box and you like messed up the penalty box, that could get you a double.
That is an excellent point, Evil. That is definitely, we want to keep all of our non-skating officials nice and safe as well. So if you come into that box and you knock the chair into the non-skating official, in this sport, we give you an extra penalty. Okay, so we have another official timeout, official review. I think the officials want to have a discussion. And so let's use this opportunity for giving a shout out to all of our NSOs and all the work that they're doing in this game.
Cherry Chapstick, Miss Overwatch,
So we have Cherry Chapstick, Miss Overwatch,
Tsunami,
Tsunami,
Lethal Dose,
Lethal Dose, Father Time,
Judge Double Wapner,
Judge Dubber Wapner, Kapowie, Ivy Drip,
Tombo number 5,
Tombo, and that's Cherry Chapstick again.
oh yeah, this is saying that that's the crew head, and this is the position that she's in.
Okay.
Let's announce our announcer.
Our announcers.
Tell us who you are.
My name is Evil, and I'm on the level 2s for Philly Roller Derby.
So anyone that's out here watching who has younger kids, we start skating at age 6.
For
And who-
our Philly Jammer, we have Pacifist, who just
Oh
got
my
lead.
goodness.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Forearm for Pacifist.
Pacifist got called on a forearm penalty.
She doesn't get a lot of penalties.
She does not. She also, we know how much she loves jamming.
We have 2-2. Peanut Butter Smackdown again.
She's trying to get that lead jammer status, but being really held down here.
They
Oh,
have given the Smackdown on Philly and are
wow.
as our lead jammer.
So we have a power jam here for Black and Bluegrass. Let's see what Peanut Butter Smackdown can do with that one. Making a difficult time through that wall of Stay in Your Laney.
All right, Pacifist is back. And with a little help from Eye Roll, it is right through the pack.
Oh, Peanut Butter Smackdown tried to take a jump on that inside, but was denied by Soul Crusher, crushing souls, as she does. And now she's gonna back engage that pack.
You just
So-
heard that, a no-pack situation. We were talking about that before. Do you remember what that is?
no pack is when two opposing blockers on the different teams are within 10 feet of each other.
And what happens if that's not happening?
What?
So I'd like to just point out, you guys. Oh, sorry, go ahead, finish your discussion.
If it's not happening, then it is a pack.
It's a what?
Pack. There is. Oh, if it is happening, there's no pack.
They call them no pack. And if one of the other blockers doesn't get them back into pack immediately, what do we call that in roller derby?
Destruction.
That's right.
We don't want to destroy this beautiful game.
So I just wanted to point out that back there in Jam 12, Black and Bluegrass actually scored 7 points.
Go Black.
Go Black and Bluegrass, and that means that they won that jam over the Philly Roller Derby Jammer. It was 7-3. So-
Tuxedo Rex again. Tuxedo Saurus Rex. I am so sorry.
And he achieves lead jammer status as Pacifist was sitting in the penalty box. So we're waiting for the Philly Jammer to come on out of the penalty box. There comes Pacifist attempting her first initial pass through this difficult wall here of Black and Bluegrass.
Flushy offering some offense for Pacifist. This is a nice wall of white, keeping the Philly Jammer from succeeding.
And that blocking wall right now is Plushy, Eye Roll, Mayday, and No Gust, No Glory. There's a nice open inside line there for Pacifist to get 4 points.
We have a helmet pass. A
As-
start pass. It was successful.
It was successful. You can always tell if a star pass is successful because the referees do this lovely gesture on top of their head. They're not saying they want to let off steam. They're not.
They're saying yes.
They're saying
Number
yes.
7, Poison Dart, you are the jammer.
That's right. So we have another call off. Number 43 is going headed to the penalty box. And Pacifist is through again. How many points, Evil, has Pacifist scored so far?
Pacifist has scored 12 points in this jam.
That is excellent. And she's still got 8 seconds left. Do you think she can get her last 4?
Who knows?
Oh,
Oh, she did.
she did. That gives Pacifist a 16-point jam.
Oh, it moved racked up a little bit. For the Black and Bluegrass, got 2 on that jam. Go Black and Bluegrass.
Excellent.
This will be our last jam of this first period.
Of the first half.
Yep.
Can you see who's on the line?
Soul Crusher.
So in this jam number 14 of the first period, we have Soul Crusher jamming for the Philly Roller Derby Juniors. And we have Peanut Butter Smackdown again. Soul Crusher is out for lead jammer.
That is Peanut Butter Smackdown. Oh,
Peanut Butter Smackdown.
Peanut Butter Smackdown again.
They're doing a lot of the heavy jammy lifting on this team right now. That takes a lot of endurance. It's a lot of work out there trying to get through these blockers.
Are they going to be able to get through? Blue 2-6, Bad Blood. We have Blue 1-6, Laney. All helping each other out to keep Peanut Butter Smackdown from being able to pass the star.
And Soul Crusher calls out that jam. That is the end of the first half. Eva, what is our score?
Oh.
What's the score?
The score for Philly is 233, and the score for Black and Bluegrass is 34.
Great numbers.
Excellent. Well, I think we're going to take a break here. I encourage everyone to use this opportunity to maybe visit the table and make a shout out, right?
We need more shout outs.
We need more shout outs.
So fun.
Here, let me grab it.
I hit it, but it obviously was not on.
And black and bluegrass, let's see who we have out there. Can you see what that number is?
It looks like we have Peanut Butter Smackdown.
Excellent.
And Gus with an early lead is coming for the second pass.
So Gus dances across that blocker in by number 222, Tragedy Ann.
First scoring left, which means he has scored 4 points and 4 more.
And Gus calls off that jam. 8 points for Philly Roller Derby.
And Black and Bluegrass didn't even get their first lap. Their lap that makes them eligible to score.
Right, they didn't make it pass through their initial.
They didn't get through their initial, yes.
That's right.
My brain farted.
Uh-oh.
Brain fart.
As long as your brain fart doesn't go into the microphone, I think we'll be okay. Who's out there jamming now, guys? So we have Lady Gotcha jamming for the Philly Roller Derby Juniors against Boo on the black and bluegrass. Bad Blood doing some offensive work there, trying to get Lady Gotcha through. Lady Gotcha now only has 2 more blockers to contend with that are getting dangerously out of play, but we're still holding the pack.
Lady Gotcha just got lead jammer.
So we just had a skating out of bounds penalty called on white 2319. So that basically means that you are not allowed to be skating with any sort of purpose outside of the track. You have to be skating with purpose back into the track. Otherwise you can get, not that often called on you, but called a penalty called skating out of bounds.
We just did a jammer swap. It looks like Zen Chaos got the pivot panty handed to them. Bad Blood is sent to the box.
So 2319 did not have to serve that long in the penalty box because our other jammer, Lady Gotcha, had to go in. Each jammer only serves the amount of time that the other jammer served. And so we have both jammers back out scoring for these 2 teams. So we have some defense being played by both teams.
And Bad Blood is back on the track. Back
So-
in play, you could say. And so is Soul Crusher.
So Zen Chaos was able to get through that Philly wall. And at the end of the point,
Scoring an incredible 3 points.
that's right.
Philly's a really good team. A little birdie told me that they won Worlds.
Well, yep, Philly Roller Derby Junior is our reigning national champions for the JRDA.
But we have family, like, Salem.
But this is still a new season, so anything is possible. And these teams are going to fight till the end. Look at we have here. Oh, a beautiful hit out by number 6-9 Steampunk, just as number 7 Poison Dart was about ready to get out of the pack.
And a clean drawback on Poison Dart. Getting pushed right back into that cheddar.
We're driving families.
Philly was flipping slow in. And he scored their first score lap, but got sent to the box, losing lead and making it a 2-minute jam.
That's correct, Merlin. Insanity committed a back block penalty there, so she will go and sit in the box.
Still Sparks.
Sorry.
Still Sparks.
Still Sparks?
Sorry. I can't tell who's speaking.
Defense, Philly!
If it's her, they'll poke you, and if it's me, you'll get poked.
All right, sounds good.
They have a rainbow bite to jam, black and bluegrass, and Philly D just got back into it.
So Flomo went out there for I believe, a direction call. And we end that jam with 15 points scored by Philly Roller Derby Juniors, no points scored by the Black and Bluegrass.
It looks like Philly is sending out Mayday, and Black and Bluegrass is sending out Tuxedosaurus Rex, and making sure that they don't end with helmet cover
Yeah, the thing that I did not do
in the playing field.
So Mayday is able to get through that four wall of Black and Bluegrass to take lead jammer.
Black and Bluegrass playing some offense.
pay attention.
And Pearl
I get
gets
it.
a clean throwback, except she falls because there's something in the way.
So the Philly's
slow-mo is back in play. And, there was a star pass, if I am not mistaken, to
Yep.
Blazing Grace.
That is correct. Our Black and Bluegrass jammer did a nice successful star pass there to Blazing Bluegrass, who is now trying to get through that Philly three wall of Brawl, Flomo, and Plushie. Pacifist back now as well. Our jammer knew that the blocker that took her out also went out, so she was able to get right back in and keep going forward and go through. Mayday is still on scoring passes. Mayday is now up to 12 points on this jam.
And Black and Bluegrass has
Yeah,
4.
I've watched that movie several times, and every time he looks like,
Trying not to be insulting.
Pacifist being called out on a multiplayer block, I do believe.
boy, you can see.
And we also have a Black and Bluegrass blocker going to the box. I did not see what they got.
I'm pretty sure it was Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb went out, okay. Sparks, did you happen to see what penalty she got? I did not.
I did not, but I will watch the rest to see.
That's what we do. That's a really good point there, Sparks.
Pacifist is in stand, and so is Cherry Bomb.
That was an excellent jam for Black and Bluegrass, scoring 14 points. Not quite enough to beat Philly Roller Derby's Mayday got 28 points on the jam, but let's give a big shout out to 14 points scored there. What does that bring our score to, Evil?
For Philly, it is 303, and for Black and Bluegrass, it is 54.
Oh, we have a new jammer out for Philly. That's 101 Rogers.
Getting an early lead, and it looks like Peanut Butter Smackdown is trying to pass the star. Let's see, 222. Boo. Boo or Tragedy Ann? It looks like they are trying to pass the star to Tragedy Ann.
That's right. Tragedy Ann is our pivot, but Tragedy Ann just got called off on a penalty. So our jammer, Peanut Butter Smackdown.
Persevere through.
That's right. TIE Fighter with a nice move there gets another 4 points, getting up 12 points. I like how on the scoreboard, Rogers is known as lead.
It looks like Rogers is calling it off, making for a jam that ended early.
That's right. I do think we will have to go and ask the scoreboard, though, why Rogers' name is lead.
Oh,
Is it lead?
Sometimes they don't type fast enough and it just auto-puts lead.
Oh, that is excellent intel by Merlin here. So they Sparks here.
I've been on this team a while. I've seen their glitches.
Ooh.
I see. I got it. I understand.
For Philly, we have 6'9" Steampunk as our lead jammer.
Excellent job, Evil.
I guess it's just wearing here. They probably just wearing here. Sick, hurt, injured.
So Steampunk gets through for their initial 4 points. Our jammer Tuxedosaurus Rex for Black and Bluegrass is looking to pass that star still.
To Tragedy Ann.
That's right. Oh, almost gets through on the inside. Is given a nice shove there by his teammate to try to get through. But taken out there by Flomo, who's going to draw Tuxedosaurus back.
If Tuxedosaurus does not get through,
Ooh, Steampunk just decided to call off that jam.
causing for an early end and a new game and a new jam is starting. And it looks like for Philly, they have eye roll jamming, and for the other team, it looks like they are looking at Peanut Butter Smackdown.
I don't
We
know.
are taking, it looks like, a timeout on Black and Bluegrass. That gives us a little time to do some more thank yous to all the wonderful people who are here making this tournament run. I'd like to give a special shout out again to our EMTs and our medical staff.
Woo!
Okay, come on, we can do a bit better. There we go. Making sure our kids are safe.
I'd like to give a big shout out to the refs who make sure that drumming is played legally and it's all volunteer work. Drumming is a volunteer sport. And we love our refs. Even if they do give us penalties, they're making sure that we stay in line and don't outright stab each other.
Oh boy, stabbing each other would be terrible. I think you might get 2 penalties for stabbing someone.
That would suck.
So I thought, I was thinking more of a
I think that would be-
time in the jail.
I think that would be an automatic foul.
I think you might get ejected for that. I do agree.
I think you would get ejected straight to jail.
And it would go against our JRDA code of conduct that we did read at the beginning of the day.
It truly would. So, big thank yous to the refs keeping us in line.
All right, we're starting jam number 8 here with eye roll out for the Philadelphia Roller Derby Juniors, trying to dance up that inside line, but being denied. Eye roll is taking that outside line.
And earning the lead.
Who is jamming there for Black and Bluegrass?
Peanut Butter Smackdown.
Peanut Butter Smackdown.
It is Peanut Butter Smackdown, who's being held by that wall of Mayday, no Gus, no glory. But eye roll got called out on a penalty. I didn't see what he did.
Truly a
I think for
strong-
cut.
Did he get called on a cut, Evil?
I think it was cut.
Ooh.
What we do know is that.
Oh no, low block.
Oh.
Eye roll got a low block.
But what we do know is that this will be a full 2-minute jam.
That is correct. Full 2-minute jam, but the jammer, our jammer 22 for Black and Bluegrass.
And it looks like Mayday got a. What was that hand signal for? It was this.
That is an illegal contact. So,
Illegal contact.
what types of
Mayday got
things?
50 bucks for illegal contact.
Evil, what are the things that you could be doing that are illegal contact? Do you know?
Couldn't that be like hitting in the back? Or...
Well, then they would get a back block. So usually illegal
That would be a
contact.
back block. Illegal contact. I think that illegal contact
Is that
such a
elbowing?
broad category that you can't really say anything. Just like misconduct, you need to know what you got misconduct for so you can fix that in the future.
Isn't
That's
it like
right.
an elbow?
So illegal contact is usually when you engage with the skater outside of the engagement zone. So blocking out a play.
Or illegal contact.
Illegal contact. So that's what.
Misconducts can be all sorts
That
of
is
things.
right. That is right.
It's just a hodgepodge of stuff that you're not supposed to do.
That's right, Sparks. Multiple things. So we have number 7, Poison Dart, coming out for the Black and Bluegrass, and number 26, Bad Blood, jamming for the Philly Roller Derby All-Stars. We know how much Bad Blood loves to jam. So let's give him a nice shout out here. Let's see how Poison.
And they are a strong jammer too, quickly earning lead, and
Poison Dart, though, doing some great work there on the outside, trying to get past Soul Crusher, getting past that difficult wall that is, in fact, crushing.
preparing to earn their next few points. And they get 4.
Bad Blood got through there on the outside for their 4 points. So Poison Dart being drawn back by Rogers. There is a no pack situation. That means that the Phillies skaters in the back need to try to skate up to try to reform that pack, which they quickly did.
And BB decided to call the jam off early.
Earning 8 points on that jam. And we're entering jam number, what are we entering? Jam number 9?
Yep.
Yep, jam number 9. What is our score, Evil?
Our score for Philly Roller Derby is 351, and
Black and Bluegrass, it would be 54.
That's right, Steampunk getting right out there for lead jammer for Philly. We have Peanut Butter Smackdown again for the Black and Bluegrass. Oh, nice hit out there by 222. What did you guys do with
But some strong offense from Ethiopia, letting Steampunk go through.
Steampunk is really letting off all her steam on the Black and Bluegrass wall.
And Steampunk there contending with Rainbow Bite, up at the front of the pack.
Steampunk calls it off. Let's see who the teams are sending out.
So we have Pacifist.
For
Yep.
Philly, it looks like Pacifist, and for Black and Bluegrass,
We have number 4-3 Tuxedosaurus Rex.
Tuxedosaurus Rex, yes. I couldn't see them because one of our beloved Rex was standing in front of them.
So we have some nice offense there played by No Gus No Glory to try to help get Pacifist out, but Pacifist is now battling against 666 Tinker Hell and 1-2-3 Blazing Grace, having the real struggle there at the front by some nice blocking by the Black and Bluegrass blockers. They're getting dangerously out of play though, so they have to let Pacifist go, allowing Pacifist to become lead jammer. Pacifist is almost through for her first 4 points. And that wall of Philly is really locking down Poison Dart.
No doubt I'm gonna have this song stuck in my head.
Poison Dart has the star in hand.
Come on, Pacifist!
He is looking.
How long do you think the song is gonna be stuck in your head?
I'm sorry?
How long do you think the song playing right now is gonna be stuck in your head?
So Poison Dart took the star as the pivot, but is still getting locked down behind that wall of Rogers. Who else we got there? Plushie and Mayday. No Gus No Glory is looking to play some offense for Pacifist, who almost got through but is taken out by that Black and Bluegrass on the inside line. Looks like one of the blockers for Black and Bluegrass earned a penalty for that effort.
Number 43, Tuxedosaurus Rex. It
Yep.
looks like
Yep.
Yep, that was Tuxedosaurus Rex who got a penalty. Pacifist is still really working against that wall, so they're... Oh, and they got really beautiful offense there by a number of the Philly blockers. A couple of the other blockers going off for penalties there that I didn't see, but that means we're going to start our next jam down.
off, or did they last a full 2 minutes?
I
Oh,
think
I
it was
think
full.
so.
I wasn't able to see.
I think it was full.
Did they pull it off?
So we now have out for Philly, Stay in Your Laney is going to start as...
Pacifist is she, her.
So we've taken an official timeout, or sorry, a team timeout, apology for that, from Black and Bluegrass over here. So it allows us to go through some of our sponsors, guys.
Philly is taking this chance to have a team huddle and just plan out what they are going to do.
Why don't we have Evil read out a couple of our sponsors? Evil, why don't we thank Wawa?
No, I wanted to read one.
Fuel your day with Wawa. Your all day, every day convenience store. If you aren't from Pennsylvania area or haven't been, anything you need, Wawa's got it. Gotta have a Wawa.
That's true. If you're here visiting us from another state, Wawa is one of our favorite Philadelphia institutions. I highly recommend you go and check it out.
And it's right across the street from us.
It is right across the street from Evil. You are correct. We're back in the action. We'll have to thank our other sponsors later on. We have about 8.5 minutes left in this half. We have Stay in Your Laney out there for Philly Roller Derby against Peanut Butter Smackdown. Stay in Your Laney was able to achieve lead jammer status, where Bad Blood took out Peanut Butter Smackdown to the inside there. Bad Blood taking Peanut Butter Smackdown on again.
Stay in Your Lady has lead and 4 points. Peanut Butter Smackdown still working on that initial lap.
Ooh, good job, Lane.
Stay in Your Laney getting some nice offense there by number 37, Plushie.
I don't think it matters too much.
And that jam comes to a conclusion with...
And that comes to a conclusion with Philly in the lead with 375 points against 54.
54 for Black and Bluegrass. I know. So we have, I think, Steampunk out there again for Philly Roller Derby with Tuxedosaurus Rex jamming for Black and Bluegrass.
That cheddar looks more like a mousetrap trying to trap. Philly's cheddar is looking more like a mousetrap trying to trap Black and Bluegrass's jammer.
Some nice defense there by the Black and Bluegrass blockers. I keep losing my list of people.
She has
Steampunk is out for 4 points. And we're going to call that jam off. I am so excited that we have some more shout-outs. Thank you so much for supporting all of these skaters. Eva, why don't you read this shout-out?
Can I play one? Can I read one?
Yep.
So for our skater or official, we have Live or Die. The team is Hudson Valley. Is that
Nova. Yep, that's the next
Hudson
team that's
Valley
gonna be
Nova?
out.
And it says, Live or Die, you got this.
Oh, that is such a nice shout-out to Live or Die. That's going to be the next game up, the Philadelphia Brawl Stars against the Hudson Valley Nova. We're looking forward to that game, so that's a very nice shout-out. Sparks, we have another shout-out.
And for Neon Knockout on Hudson Valley Nova, it says Knock 'em out, Neon, and it is from Mom, Dad, and Eliza.
Oh, that is such a nice shout-out.
Such a nice shout out.
From Mom, Dad, and Eliza to Neon Knockout, another one for the game upcoming. Giving some support to these kids before they go out there. This next game promises to be an exciting one. It is Philadelphia's B team, the Brawl Stars. There we go, some support there. Against the Hudson Valley Nova, who's here waiting for that game. Yes. Very exciting. Okay, we're back to the action, guys. Look who we have jamming now for Philly.
We
We have Plushie jamming for Philly. Again, not one of our jammer we haven't seen out yet today.
Ooh, good job,
Plushie
Plushie.
gets out the first for lead jammer. And Boo is on the back in Bluegrass.
Boo is trying to pass to
2-2.
2-2.
Peanut Butter Smackdown.
Yes.
But you see there that iRoll is doing some excellent watching of that pivot to try to prevent that pivot from going back to get the star. That's a part of the defense there is also not is preventing it, but Peanut Butter Smackdown was able to get the star. They were able to sneak back there and get that from their jammer and get out. So it looks like we had a jammer penalty while we were trying to figure all that out. Nope, we did not. We still have both jammers in. My bad. So Plushie has got 12 points on that jam.
But
Wow.
they did have a successful pass to Peanut Butter Smackdown, as you can see.
Let's go, Plushie!
Go Philly!
Plushie's working on that top set of blockers.
2-2-2. Traggett and just got a penalty. I don't know for what.
And
That was
it looks like Philly for Jammer is sending out Lady Gotcha, and Jammer is Bad Blood 26. I
that's-
don't know Lady Gotcha's number because they are facing me.
That is true. It is one of the things that makes announcing difficult is since they are facing us.
Very hard.
That's Lady Gotcha. But then for the Black and Bluegrass, we got Tuxedosaurus Rex again jamming, going against that Philly wall. So far, we have not been able to see Lady Gotcha get out yet. She's taken out to the outside by Tinker Hell. That was a nice block to the outside. Also drew a forearm penalty on our jammer for Philly, Lady Gotcha, which is going to send Lady Gotcha to the penalty box and allow possibility for Tuxedosaurus Rex here to gain lead. We have a power jam for Black and Bluegrass. Some very nice offense being played by the Black and Bluegrass blockers, but that Philly wall is just so tough. They still are able to keep that jammer locked down. Oh, but we had a successful star pass, Sparks. So it says
Steampunk decided to call the jam off.
This is potentially going to be
Our last jam. How
the
sad.
last jam.
But nothing is certain in Derby.
I do agree with that, Sparks.
But the probability is this will be the last jam.
Yeah. This has been a really
'Cause
well, hard fought game by both
There
teams.
is, yes, there's 10 seconds and no
Really nice dancing up the inside line by
Pacifist.
Pacifist.
There will not be another one. There will not be another jam.
But
How sad.
Tuxedosaurus was able to get right out right after Pacifist and is on scoring points. Pacifist scores her first 4 points, but Tuxedosaurus is still working hard to get the points scored.
I turned it off. I turned it off.
Pacifist has scored 8 points so far in this jam. Rex is still battling through, up in front, battling against No Gust, No Glory. He was able to get all 4 of his points before he took the helmet cover off. If he had not gotten past the hips of the other players, he would not have actually gotten all 4 of his points. But luckily he had.
Yep.
Pacifist is through there again for another 4 points in the final jam. And Pacifist decides to call it off. This is going to be the end, most likely, but we need to wait for our officials to let us know for sure. This was a really nice game that was played, you guys, don't you think?
Yeah, very fun game.
Yeah, really good effort by the Black and Bluegrass, who we know are down some skaters today. And so that was just a huge effort on their part.
They might have been down a few skaters, but they can still play, and
That's
they
right.
can still play well.
They look fantastic. We're just waiting for the official word, but it looks like the final score is going to be 427. Yep, our final score is
It's
427.
427 to 50.
50?